Hello everyone. How's it going? Afternoon, evening, morning to you guys. I have an OI battle here against Kevin Lopez. I think that's his name anyway. It's an OI battle, and mine's a pretty standard kind of team, to be honest with you, because like I've got the Gly score, I've got Scarm, top kind of things like top walls and OU, and I have the Polyhill there just for the rain. So it's basically rain style. Is just revolving around it. And you see, my opponent has a semi kind of standard, I suppose, because he's got Zoroark and he's got Blastoise. I mean, you never really see those around. I mean, aren't they like UU? I think, yeah, they're actually UU. So it's all right, I suppose. It's an alright team. Things to look out for though. I was thinking mainly the Infernape because Infernape kind of checks. I mean, even though his fire type moves are like hindered because of the rain, it'll still do like a heck of a ton to poor Scarm and Pharaoh. So I need to watch my back for him. And the best things, two of the best things to check him basically are my Gliscor and the Latias because, well, Latias can pretty much sponge the fighting types, sponge his fighting type attacks and his flare blitzes and stuff. Same goes for Gliscor really, but it's that's it really. Haxorus could be serving as a problem, but I can deal with him too, you know. But yeah, it was actually a really fun match though. I will admit. Here, let me just adjust the camera. Yeah, it's just it was actually a very fun match. Like I gotten a lot of wins with this team, but anyway, that's enough rambling. Let's just get on with the match. So as you see here, he leads off with his Blastoise. So I lead off with my Politoed. I want to lead off with Politoed just because of I want to get my rain up as fast as possible because like this team does not work well. It does kind of work with rain, but like I mean, since he doesn't have any like opposing weather like Tyranitar or Ninetales or anything like that, I can freely set up the weather and Politoed can do a bit of work anyway. So I go for Protect just to see what he wants to lock himself into. Because he leads with his Blastoise. And he goes for Aqua Ring, which kind of like surprised me a bit because I never really see people using Aqua Ring on Blastoise. I usually see the kind of rapid spinning kind of sets. And it just completely threw me off guard here. He actually goes for Focus Blast, which literally just shot me off of my chair. Because I didn't even realize that Blastoise could have Focus Blast. And I had to check it up and I realized that he does get it. So I went for Perish on the turn because I wanted him to switch out to his Haxorus or his Infernape or something like that. Or even his I'm stuttering my words now. I wanted him to switch out to Haxorus because I could have got the Perish song and kind of forced a switch in, so I could have double switched out to someone else. But it doesn't matter. I stay in, and he goes for another Focus Blast and hits it, which I'm flabbergasted. I don't know what to say, like, but I go for Scald because I predicted him that turn to switch out. But I don't know why I predicted that, but I'm basically kind of stalling away on the Perish song turns. But as you see here, I'll go for Protect next turn because I basically wanted to kind of negate the Focus Blast hits, get some leftovers recovery, and also wear down the Perish song turns. But in this position, I switch out into my Tentacruel, mainly because I wanted him to I predicted him to swap out into his into somebody anyway. I just double switched anyway, so it doesn't matter. I mean, Tentacruel handles Infernape well, so yeah, I kind of it doesn't matter. But excuse me, he swaps out to his Infernape, swap into my Tentacruel. Now this turn I go for Protect, just to see what he wants to do. Like, just to see if he's a Choice Scarf or if he's a something like that. But I see Dark Pulse and I'm thinking, that's definitely Zoroark. So I can stay in safely and set up my 2 layers of Toxic Spikes. Now, as you see here, his Dark Pulse does quite a bit of a ton, but it's a Life Orb set. So, yeah, I guess that's why I did it that much. But, as you know, I set up my Toxic Spikes as the Rain Dish and the Black Sludge recovery is coming back up quite substantially. So, he goes for another Dark Pulse. He basically wanted to chip down my Infernape. That was the whole point of this. Like, sorry, not my Infernape, my Tentacruel. Jesus. I'm getting mixed up with everything, like, I swear. But I go for another layer of toxic spikes, and that's my 2 layers of toxic spikes set up and free. I'm free now to do whatever I please this turn. I think I'll go for Protect or Scald next turn. I'm not sure. I think I'll go for Scald. No, I'll go for Protect because I wanted to get my health back up a bit more. So he goes for another Dark Pulse. He's continuously using Dark Pulse, and I haven't even attacked him yet. And part of his HP is just falling down to he's probably just taking away like a 12th of his health. So like yeah. But he goes for Dark Pulse again. As I go this turn, I think I go for Scald. Yes, I go for Scald. Do I? Or do I switch out? No, I go for Scald. Yeah, I go for Scald. And I think I take him down to a good amount of HP where he can be like killed off. So I see that it is barely hanging on, and I think I go for another. I think I go for Protect again the next turn, mainly because I wanted to get the health back up a bit more. So as you know, he goes for Dark Pulse again. Doesn't hit me because I have the Protect, and the Rain Dish and the Black Sludge Recovery is helping me out really well. My Tentacruel is actually a really good set. It's kind of like, you know, a mix between special defense EVs, I think. Yeah, special defense and physically defensive EVs. So yeah, it's pretty good. But anyway, as he dies to his own life orb, I just went for Scald just to negate the just to kill him off, I suppose. But it didn't really matter since he killed himself to his own life orb. So I see here he has the Haxorus. Now, I was afraid of this thing getting Dragon Dances up, so I was like, oh shit, I better get out of here, or earthquaking me. So I was like, man, fuck that. I need poor old Tentacruel for later on possibly. But I get to Scarm anyway, and I'm safely switching to Scarm because he goes for Earthquake. Now, Toxic Spikes are just taking him down a small bit, rapping him down. I don't know. I'm making up words, but he swaps it anyway into his Gliscor. Now I think, yeah, I go for Spikes this turn. This whole team kind of revolves around, I think, just getting up as much not really as much layers as possible, but it's good enough. Like, but I know this thing possibly could be defensive, but in case it isn't, I just wanted to go for I don't go for Whirlwind this turn. I go for another Spikes because I didn't know what this thing could be carrying. But it actually is a Swords Dance sets with Ice Fang. So it's Ice Fang and possibly Earthquake or probably Acrobatics or something like that. I don't know what he's carrying. But I don't think it would make any sense to have Toxic Orb and Acrobatics, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, Whirlwind the Mountain to his Infrared now this turn. And the Toxic Spikes and Spikes really do a number on the Infrared, so like, yeah. And you see there the Ice Fang, even though after a +2 Sword Dance, it still doesn't do shit to Scarm. That's how much of a beast Scarm really is. But I know the Fire move is pretty obvious here. It's as obvious as my right nut, to be honest. And he goes for Fire Blast. I'm thinking, okay, this thing might be specially orientated or it could be mixed. I'm not sure, but he goes for the Fire Blast. I see no Life Orb recoil, so I'm thinking, what could this thing be holding? Could be Choice Specs, could be Choice Scarf, could be. But I see he swaps out here. Could be Choice in. I'm thinking it could be Choice Locked in some way. So let's see here. I think I'll just go for Dragon Pulse here or something. Just I think I'll go for Calm Mind or Dragon Pulse or something. Yeah, I go for Dragon Pulse because I thought he just. Yeah, I don't know. I just predicted that someone. I think at that time I was predicting to swap out to something else. So I go for the Dragon Pulse. Does it a small bit to Metagross. Metagross is a champ anyway. And besides, Metagross' special defense isn't the best of, like, you know, defense is more of his, it's more of his physical defense that's better. But I know I know he's gonna go for something like the Meteor Mash or the Ice Punch possibly, swapping the Scarm to take either hits. Because Scarm is a fucking monster. I mean, like its defenses are fantastic, and it's possibly one of the best like physical walls besides Ferrothorn in OU. So like, yeah. He goes for Hammer Arm this turn, so I'm thinking, right, that does nothing here. So I go for the Roost, and I take it down to a small amount. I know what I'm saying because I'm getting distracted, but I go for Roost and back up to Sturdy range, and he swaps out this turn and he goes into his Blastoise. Now I'm thinking here, oh, he could possibly Rapid Spin my you could possibly rapid spin my hazards away, but I just go for another layer of spikes anyway. So that's 3 layers of spikes and 2 layers of toxic spikes up. So I'm thinking at this turn I was like, ah, crap, he's gonna, what you call it, he's going to he's gonna spin those away. So it was a bit of a wasteful kind of thing to do, really, setting up all those things. But I swap out anyway and I go to my Tentacruel because I know I can take a Focus Blast or a Hydro Pump or anything like that from him. But he goes for Ice Beam. So I'm thinking, right, he has Focus Blast, Aqua Ring, and Ice Beam. So, I mean, he could have the Scald or something like that. So I'm thinking he doesn't have Rapid Spin. That's perfect because everything on his team besides Gliscor takes substantial damage to Spikes and Toxic Spikes and Stealth Rock. So it's actually a good thing. So I predicted him here to swap out as I swapped out of my Tentacruel and went into my Scarm, possibly predicting the Infernape switch, but he goes for the Hydro Pump, and I'm thinking, what? I was like, oh my god, what? Either he predicted me to swap out, or I don't know. It knocks anyway. It's going down and down and down, and it knocks me down to my sturdy range. I was like, oh my god, this thing is heavily offensive. So I see the Hydro Pump, I'm thinking, right, there's no rapid spin there. On a good side, I'm thinking, right, my hazards are still there. But on a bad side, is my Scarm is down to 21 HP, and it could possibly take more damage because of the fucking the fucking Hydro Pump. But at this turn, I'm thinking, right, I know I can take either hit from this thing. But he goes for another Ice Beam, and Tentacruel just sponges that like the jellyfish he is, and he just literally just takes that. He doesn't give a fuck about that Blastoise, literally. So the Rain Dish and the Black Sludge here is just taking a bit of its taking up the HP slightly there. But I know he cannot hit me. I know that for a fact. If he wants to stay in and Hydro Pump, he can stay in and Hydro Pump all he wants. But this turn he's thinking, right, I don't guess he could have swapped out the next turn into his Actress. I was like, what are you doing, bro? I was just thinking in my own mind, like I was thinking, this guy, either he's messing with me slightly, or it's just, I don't know, he's probably over predicting or something. But like an idiot this turn, I knew the Actress was coming in, so I go for Protect just in case. Just in case. I just wanted to be safe. That's all I wanted to be, was to be safe. So he swaps into his Haxorus, and this turn I know, right, he's possibly going to go for Earthquake or something crazy like that, or Outrage or something. So I was predicting Earthquake here, and I go into my Gliscor, but he goes for Outrage. I'm thinking, fuck, this thing's going to do a shit ton of damage to me. It could be Life Orbed or anything like that. And to see the amount of damage it does, I'm thinking that is not Banded, nor is it Life Orbed, because it is like a Banded set would have probably taken me down to a low range of possibly could have gotten me down to 98 to possibly 100% of health, basically, because Haxorus is a fucking beast, and you don't play games with that fucker. Like, he's base 147 attack, and he doesn't play games, basically. So I'm thinking, right, there's not much of a chance here. That's a solid 2-hit KO to Gliscor. So I'm thinking, right, perfect opportunity to send in Ferrothorn, because Ferrothorn can sponge the Dragon hits, sponge the Outrage hits, thus also getting up my Stealth Rock. I'm thinking, Jesus, that's still doing an amount of damage. The Iron Barbs, thus the Toxic, is just wearing down his Haxorus, which is perfect, and like, it's one big massive threat, just dead. It's basically gone, like, it's actually just gone out of my sights. So, thinking this turn, he swaps into his Gliscor. Now, these next few plays, I was thinking, right, this started to scare me slightly. He will go for Swords Dance, and I'm thinking this turn, right, I know I can take an Ice Fang or an Earthquake from this thing. Yeah, so I go for the Leech Seed. I don't know why I didn't go for Stealth Rock, but I just wanted to get something on this thing, just to wear down this HP. But after the Poison Heal, it still does the same kind of amount, I suppose. No, I mean, it takes away his health here, and his Poison Heal takes him back up to full. So, technically, there's no point really giving it Leech Seed, because, well, kind of, I suppose, but it just didn't really make sense. But here it started to get really, really scary. He goes for another layer of, he doesn't go for, he goes for another set of, things, Swords Dances. So I'm thinking, right, this is starting to get a bit dangerous now. I'm power whipping away. I'm thinking, Jesus, I'm not going to take this thing on at all. So I was thinking, right. I was thinking, right, to get down to as low amount of HP as possible, right? And like the Leech Seed will possibly give him give him Ferrothorn a helping hand, but he goes for Ice Fang, and still the Iron Bars is wearing him down. and I'm power whipping away, but I missed, and I was like, shit. My heart was racing here at this point, uh, because like I was thinking this thing is possibly going to KO the rest of my team, because there's Ice Fang for Latias and for other pokes and for it has Ice Fang for Latias, so and my own guy score, so like it doesn't matter. And he switches up moves here and goes for Earthquake this turn, which does a shit ton of damage to Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn just barely lives with 71 HP. As I go for the Power Whip, just wearing it down slightly and slightly, I was thinking, oh god, I'm going to get swept by this thing. I knew it in my mind, I was thinking I was going to get swept. I got really scared at this point because, anyway, because like I knew he was going to like potentially sweep my entire team because of it. And I was thinking, right, if I can keep on to Ferrothorn, I can probably check the rest of his pokes. Well, I was thinking here, look, I might as well swap into Scarm here as a potential switch in. As probably I sent in Scarm here just basically for Death Botter, because I knew at this point he's possibly going to kill most of my guys, so there wasn't much of a point really kind of staying I don't know. I was thinking I was either going to get swept by this thing, or I was going to get or I could have possibly got a 1-0 or something, I don't know. But he goes for Ice Fang, takes out Scarm, which is very unfortunate because Scarm would have possibly handled the Metagross, but then again I have Politoed to take the Sponge, the Meteor Mashes, and the Hammer Arm, so it doesn't really matter. This turn, I go into Politoed, and I go for Protect, basically because I wanted to get more Elite Seed, I wanted to get Recovery on Politoed. So, I know for a fact I'm Bull-Natured, right? With a substantial, I have 100 EVs in defense on this Politoed, and I have the rest in kind of HP and special attack and special defense. But see here, he swaps out. So I was thinking, I don't know. I actually didn't. I really didn't have the words to kind of express why did he swap out? I don't get why he swapped out. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, he could have possibly killed my Politoed, so however, it doesn't matter. But he probably thought I probably thought in my own mind that Politoed could have lived at least one Earthquake and probably killed off his Gliscor, so he probably wanted to keep Gliscor for later on. But his Blastoise is still alive even after the poison and the spikes and the skull I hit it with. So this next turn, he's going to go for Protect. He goes for Focus Blast. And even after his own leftovers, the Toxic Spikes is going to eventually take out the Blastoise, which is grand, because I have, at this point, I think it's 5-3, I think. I'm not sure. I think it's 5-3. I actually don't know. I think it's 5-3. But, anyway, his Blastoise dies. He sends in his Infernape. Now, I'm thinking here, I know I can live at least, if he's specially oriented, I can live at least, like 2 or 3 hits. But he goes for Close Combat, so I'm thinking, right, this thing is definitely mixed. But I see no Life Orb, so I'm thinking, so what the fuck could it be holding, like? That's what I don't understand. Could be holding some kind of weird fist plate or fucking fire emblem thing. I don't know what the fuck it could be holding. But I kill it with a Scald. I knew I could at least live one. It was a potential 2-hit KO from the Close Combat anyway on Politoed. I knew I could live one. And I finished it off with a Scald, which is fantastic. All of his basic threats are just dead now. And all that's left is his Metagross, and I think it is his Gliscor. So, in comes the Metagross, takes a hefty chunk from Spikes, and I still don't understand why I didn't set up Stealth Rock on this turn. I still don't realize why I didn't set up Stealth Rock in this match, because I don't know, I could have probably helped me a bit more, but I don't know. He goes into his Metagross, he has his Metagross on anyway, goes for Earthquake, and I'm thinking, right, please Politoed, please live it, please. And I live it with 62 HP, go for the Scald, and I knock this thing out, because, I mean, a Scald in the rain, I have 56 special attack EVs into this Politoed. And even without the rain, possibly could have KO'd because of Metagross's mediocre special defense. But here is his last Pokemon, his Gliscor. Now I was wary here of what he probably wanted to do, so I want to go for Protect. I was basically just here. I think I could have lived the hit, and I was about to press Ice Beam, but in my own mind, in the back of my mind, I knew someone was telling me, look, go for Protect, get your health back a small bit, and you could probably kill this thing. He goes for earthquake, and I'm thinking here, oh God, is Polytoad going to live? Is he going to live? Is he going to live? He lives with 2 HP, and I fire off the ice beam and KO this Gliscor, and which is fantastic, and I win the game by 5-0. So that's a great game. I get a crit, which is useless because it's 4 times super effective, you know. But good game, Kumar. Not Kumar. Kevin Lopez. If you're watching, I hope you like enjoy the match, or I don't know, a good 5-0, I suppose, because like, well, this team is fantastic. I've actually been working on this team a lot, and I've gotten a lot of different wins with it. So it's like grand, I suppose. But I hope you want to enjoy this match. It was a fun battle, actually. It was just a slightly kind of mid kind of long kind of thing, but it was 46 turns. It was grand anyway, and I did really well with this team. So guys, like, comment, subscribe, and to anyone who's watching it out there, I hope you have a great day and stuff. So like, comment, subscribe, and peace out, I suppose.